Hello and welcome back everybody to the GG League semi-final number 2. It's Balkan Bears Corleone versus Team DD Dota, however you want to call them. They've
Too many
gone
D's.
too many D's indeed, but
DDD
they, they,
dot
they
D.
love the D, man. They love the D.
BBC is way easier. So I just call them DD. That's DD is just fine. Like it sounds, has a nice ring to the ears.
I guess so, but it is. It's game number 2, BBC, they got absolutely crushed in game number 1. Looking at the bans, DD looks like it's not an immediate Meepo ban, so maybe, just maybe, they will leave it open now.
Well, I don't think so. This is Meeple Mother on the other side, Brewmaster and Viper, which is exactly the replicate of game number 1. That's at least what I expect. But maybe DD says like, you know what, guys, like we struck them so hard last game that I don't know, the police might come for like some rape case scenario, and maybe they give them the Meeple fruit. But then again, I don't think they're gonna give them the Meeple, just or they're gonna pick the Meeple. I mean, because then DD will just heavily counter it, like Meeple instant Earthshake pick or something like that.
Well, I mean, one of the Meepo counters or a hero that's pretty great against Meepo did get just banned out by DD themselves, the Tidehunter. Of course, BBC most likely would have picked it up as the first pick since they do love that hero. Hockey at least loves it, I don't know. So that's not going to be an option. So BBC, how do they start the draft? Is it just something like an Ogre Magi? Maybe even go for the Disruptor this time around? I mean, Meepo first pick would definitely be too much, I think.
Yep, absolutely. But let's see, Balkan Bears, they still have the option here, but right now they're thinking about it. And to be honest, some people criticize Petrino for his drafting. I mean, last game, to be honest, I think was not even about the picks. It was more or less, I mean, the picks, they would have worked. You saw the combination they went for, like the double plink, Haki, dual plink, center in with purification of the Omni Knight and everything. It looked good, but the only thing they really don't have to get through versus DD is just the big fat ultimates. I mean, giving a Ravage, a Chronosphere, and say it, a black hole, that's just too much. Like it's just too much. You can't let that happen. And after they saw already like two fat ultimates, then DD was even going for the third fat ultimate in the fourth pick, which was the Enigma. I don't know. Like after the second one, you should have had the clue that like they really want to go for some really wombo combo cluster
I
fight.
think it would have been fine if they just blocked off a few of Enigma's camps, for example. So slow down the Enigma, but having the Enigma pretty much free farm, Tidehunter having a pretty solid enough lane just because BBC were running dual lanes. They just gave a little bit too much space, I think. But had they gone a little bit more aggressive, maybe it would have worked out fine. Because both of us, we were like, usually when there's like too many team fight ultimates, the team cannot really string them together and kind of loses. But DD, they go for Revengeful. They had it last game as well, but also a Chikiro for them now. So BBC won't be able to go for it, of course, and Chikiro always a nice hero to have.
It's actually quite interesting that, like, right now I don't even see a reason why DD couldn't just replicate what they did last game, like going for the big fat ultimates. Like, they banned the Titana themselves just because they feared that Balkan Bears is gonna, like, go for that Titan to pick themselves, but instead they go for Ogre and now a Phoenix. Well, Vengeful Spirit, Chikiro, if they want to. Balkan Bears, I don't know, banning out the Void, banning out the Enigma would be, of course, an option. But then again, I don't think Petrino really realized that this was the reason for their demise last game. So right now they're focusing on what's most likely there to come. This is a Baby Knight ban for on the Ember. And, well, there's the Meepo. After all, it's coming.
Unfortunately, Amiibo does get banned, but if I was DD, I would maybe even ban out the Terrorblade as well. BBC, usually they've done it. Oh, never mind, it was once on the Radiant, once on the Dire side, so it doesn't matter that much. But the Phoenix Sunray, once it's maxed out, the heal is actually pretty great from it. And I've seen that Sunray just heal up Whi's Terrorblade so often and just keep the Terrorblade alive. Maybe for long enough for him to get the Sunder, maybe just randomly keeping him alive. Not only that, again, Imp Scepter for Phoenix. Just drag the Terrorblade into that Supernova. And it's going to come back with a fresh Metamorphosis. And of course full HP as well. It's a pretty sick combination.
Well, let's see if that's actually happening. But at the moment, they ban out the Legion Commander. Okay, that's quite interesting. I didn't see that one coming. At the moment, Balkan Best, they focus on the cores instead of like the utility heroes. But Team DD, I mean, they focus on the utility heroes in the first draft. So let's see. Right now, I mean, if you have an Ogre and a Phoenix standing, there's I just don't see anything particular you really want to ban. Like you could go for anything, so you might as well just go for some signature heroes. You might as well like ban, for example, a centaur, because in the last some games of BBC we saw a lot of centaurs. Like Petrino is I don't know, drafting it for himself quite often. For we have to see what he's gonna go for. But besides the Meepo, I'm not so sure. Well, the center is actually coming as I expected. Let's see. Right now, I mean, for both teams, this can go any direction. We have two picks that could really go into any strategy.
I mean, to be honest, if I was DD, I would have maybe banned out either Terrorblade, like I already said, or Faceless Void could have been a pretty solid ban as well. The Chronosphere with the Supernova is a pretty decent combination. It is one of the few spells that actually has a long enough duration to keep people in the Supernova range. So that could have been possible. But DD...
Oh, okay. Draw Ranger. Now the Vengeful Spirit is already up, as well as the Draw Ranger. Balkan Bears, like if they don't want to have like Vengeful Spirit, Draw Ranger, Visage on their hands, they have to either pick it or ban it. But at the moment, like its only pick is the option. So at the moment, I definitely like DD's draft. Like, to be honest, I think when it comes to the draft, like DD is way ahead at the moment of Balkan Bears. Like they put them in the right positions. Like now that the Vengeful Spirit and the Draw Ranger is up, Balkan Bears has to make this decision. Visage is a very dangerous option. Going for the Visage and having the Draw Ranger safe lane farming, picking something for the mid, and you can even offlane with the Jakiro, which we have seen in the last couple of weeks as well. That might be, for example, an option. It's a crazy combination if it really comes through.
Oh, it definitely will be. So we'll see Balkan Bears. I'm almost certain that they had something planned in mind, but as they saw the Draw Ranger, they are like, holy crap. We cannot let them have the Visage, but they don't really want to pick it up themselves, most likely. It's not like it's a horrible hero to have in most lineups, but you never want to pick a hero just to deny it to the enemy.
Yep, and Balkan Bears, they really think about it, and it's a Lich. Like, okay. I don't really understand. Like,
Ice armor onto the Supernova so that he would take, or the attack speed would be
wait,
slowed.
can you actually do ice armor on the Supernova?
I'm not too sure, but I
No.
would think so.
No,
But
no.
if you can, then it's like slowing down the attack speed, so Supernova is less likely to be destroyed, I guess. I don't know. And DD, they went for a puck instead of the Visage, so I'm pretty certain that the fifth ban will be Visage by BBC now.
It has to be. It really has to be. I'm quite surprised that DD is not going through with it, because this was just perfect. This was a perfect Cloud9 draft, in my opinion. They baited out everything. They got the wrong bans of Balkan Bears. They could have gotten through with even the puck as a fifth pick and the Visage into it. That would have been just fine. Like Vengeful Spirit, Draw Ranger, Visage as a try combination. The puck going into the mid and the Shakira offline. That would have just worked out. But they're going against what I expect, so let's see. The bans are coming up, and Balkan Bears, I definitely think they should still consider the Visage as a ban.
Yeah, maybe though, something like a Nature Prophet might not be too bad of a ban. Let's say Jakiro, Vengeful, and Drow just being in the defensive tri lane, puck mid, and then have Nature Prophet off lane. Another range hero could take advantage of the Precision Aura. Also the 3 ends being there for the extra pushing power. It's something that could be coming out, and DD, they do ban out a Templar Assassin now. It's a hero that BBC run every now and then, I guess, and DD, apart from the Shakira, wouldn't have the best ways to actually deal with the refraction either.
But, but at the moment, what I like on Balkan Bears is just the damage. I mean, okay,
but
right now...
we didn't even talk about it. Like, they have 3 supports. Who's gonna be the core of them?
Like, there is no core at the moment. Like, it's just a joke draft, in my opinion, so far. Like, it's a heavy magical burst at the start, and quite some chase potential. Like you have 2 slows and a glimpse. You can work a lot with the Phoenix as well. It works out early game and everything, but it doesn't work out if this goes late. Like if that Draw Range should just find some farm, even if they get a heavy beating at the early game, I just don't see how they're gonna turn this game somehow around. So we're gonna see like a really heavy core at the end. It has to be. And for Team DD, as I said, I still think they could go with a Visage here, just for the fact that, like, Disruptor, like Lich, Ogre, they all struggle with the Familiars, but they go for Undying instead. Okay.
That would have been, like, on the bottom of my list of the heroes that I would have expected to come out for DD. I'm not too sure what's the purpose of the Undying. I mean, Soul Rip to keep people alive is like decent-ish, but if you really want to heal, there are better ways to go for. Dazzle would have been better, just in our range hero to take advantage of just the precision aura, for example.
Well, the good thing is, like, against heroes versus, like, I don't know, or with the quite low HP pool, like, you can make with Undying Chikiro combination as well as Vengeful Spirit, you can make quite some push happening. Like, you just put the Tombstone. Right now, the heroes, they don't have the means, like the right clicks. The right clicks of a Disruptor, Lich, Ogre, etc. You know how ages it takes to get that Tombstone down? It takes pretty much forever. The next creep wave is going to get a wave of Terror, as well as the Chikiro. Just I don't know. If the puck is there, the orb makes it even faster. They can clear out tier 1s pretty fast, which they did, for example, last game. And there's the heavy core I've been talking about. I was benching on either a Spectre, Anti-Mage, or a Medusa, and Medusa in the end it is, and it's gonna be Wii who picks it up. I'm not quite sure he's gonna play this mid, but then again, why not? At the moment, I just don't see anything that could stop him in the mid on a Medusa if he gets here and there some support, for example, by the Lich with some experienced support, that's it. The Phoenix is gonna be in the offline, but I don't know. Like, at the moment, I really don't like this because Phoenix is, in my opinion, not strong enough against this draft. We have to see. Maybe I'm gonna be surprised by the Phoenix plays, but I just don't see it happening, especially because the Phoenix is also kind of vulnerable against silences that come on the way. If, for example, like Waning Rift and everything comes out while you just dive with a Phoenix, you can't even stop the dive and you end up at the same position and stuff like that. It all comes down to timing on Team DD. If they're lucky with the timing or like skilled with the timing, then the Phoenix is pretty much screwed over. And I also think they have the means to get the Supernova down fairly easily.
Well, at least, I mean, with the Disruptor being there, they can, like, glimpse people back into Supernova, so that's something, but that's only against one target, of course. So, I don't know. Of course, the Undying, I'm not still the biggest fan of that one as well, but they are maybe running an aggressive trial with this by the looks of it. And to introduce the lineups for this game number 2 of the GG League semi-final between DD, Dota, and BBC, it's going to be Rise on the Undying with Ace playing the Chikiro, leaving Lobo on the Vengeful Spirit, as Baby Knight heading towards the mid lane on the Drow, and Blan will be safe lane Puck.
Yeah, and on the other safe lane we have Petrino here playing that Phoenix like in a core position. We have Levi directly behind him at the moment. It looks like dual lanes. We have Haki on the Lich and Solitude right next to him on the Ogre Magi, and of course we in the mid on the Medusa. But I think we already have some action. They're gonna see the Phoenix. There's a dive followed up by a magic missile. He's just stunned under the tower. Nothing's gonna happen. He's actually having 8 tangos with him, so he's prepared of some heavy load on this lane.
I mean, as a Phoenix, you use your health for spells, so you kind of need more regeneration than normal people would, probably. But he's going for the Urn build by the looks of it, so it might be like Tranquil Boots Urn, the standard Phoenix stuff. But how much can this dual lane actually get accomplished against the Trident of DD? I mean,
Well, if they don't die, and if they don't feed, then the dual lanes, they will be quite nice, especially if you have such a heavy magical run on this, but for now, we just have some D-ward going on here. They actually find 1 observer, so that's a nice free 50 gold for Levi here, I think. Yeah. And everything else, the runes, well, who actually got the runes? This is Illusion for the Ogre. Okay, that's just some camp blocking, but it's not like anyone is going to pull there anyway, because Blan is solo on this lane, and, well, Bounty Rune for the Undying, actually. So, yeah, it's going to be Rice on the Undying, like, who's going to farm.
I'm pretty
That's
sure it's
quite
going to be
interesting.
Ace. The Chikiro is going to be the one farming, I would think. Because Ace is the farmer usually. He tried to go for a last hit, he missed it, but I still think he's going to be the one farming.
He has pretty strange, like, I don't know, items for like someone who wants to farm. Usually see like a null start on the farmer if it's
He's going
Chikiro.
for Ring of Passy. It's giving you extra damage, of course, plus in a tri lane you kind of need a Passy to get the mana regeneration.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, the Basilisk would provide another 6 damage, so sure, why not? At the moment, Ace is definitely spamming on the Phoenix, and the Phoenix, of course, has trouble because like all his stuff costs him life as well, so he needs all of this. But let's see. I don't think anything's gonna happen in this lane if they play carefully. Then again, Levi, he's even blocking that camp now with a ward and going for some harass on Rice, but Rice won't care, especially if he can spam decay. Nope, that's not gonna happen. They can spam a lot of decay. I mean, his mana pool is enough for like I don't know, 7 or 8 decays before he even has to use the clarity. That's just crazy.
Well, looking at bottom lane though, Puck, he is completely zoned out by Haki and Solitude. Of course, I mean, against Lich it's going to be rather hard. He's going to keep on denying creeps, which means the lane is always going to be pushing towards the dire side. And just unlimited Frost Blasts, more or less. And so far, bottom lane, is it Solitude farming? They're both trying to go for the last hits. I mean, under the tower, it's like, if
Oh,
anybody
look,
hits it,
top.
it's
It's
nice.
actually quite close here, but there's the first blood. Also already on Levy, and the Icarus dive is on cooldown now. Rise, he needs one more decay, and they're gonna get the double kill here in that lane. That was quite a very, I don't know, awkward fight by them, to be honest. The dual lane in the end is not really working out. This was not even a tri lane. This was not Vengeful Spirit being present, because Vengeful Spirit, it is looking into the mid. They want to get a kill on we. Only 1 point in the mana shield, so it's not really absorbing too much. But let's see. At the moment, Baby Knight doesn't have a silence or anything. The gust, sometimes you can really use that just to, I don't know, get in the right position and get an additional right click in. But we also have a rotation by Haki. Level 1 Frost Blast, okay, that would be a thing. But then again, if he's getting caught out by the Magic Missile plus Baby Knight, that's bad news. So let's see what they do here in the mid.
Well, Haki with the double damage, 1 Frost Blast might be enough with the Mystic Snake to follow. Although they don't have proper high ground vision at this point, unless we himself is sitting on high ground. And Quitter will come out with the bottle, maybe they were waiting for that, but Haki, he has to back off as well. And I do believe they saw Haki anyway there with the Observer Ward before. But now Ace is solo for a little while. Rise gonna come back on the Undying. I think once he gets like level 2 or level 3 into Tombstone, they might even go for some diving action. Before
Sure.
that though, level 1 Tombstone, I mean, it's decent-ish, but it's rather easy to kill it, and it's just kind of a feed of gold.
I guess, yeah. What I definitely like is that, of course, Solitude gets so much experience in that safe lane at the moment, and that, like, Bland can't really do anything on the puck, but just soaking XP and getting here and there some CS. I mean, he's 9-1. That is including 2 of the camps on the side. So let's see where this one is going. At the moment, Haki is even stealing the small camps, which is, of course, bad news. Bland is trying to go for the right clicks, even sneaking that 1 CS in there, so it's going a bit forth and back. But at the moment, this is definitely not in his favor, because yeah, this CS goes to Haki. I thought actually he is gonna leave that 1 creep there just to block the 4-minute one, but actually now it respawned.
Well, at the moment, oh, top lane, they might go for Pardino Artist try. He has the Icarus dive, of course, so should be safe. Rise, though, with the Arcane Boost that he got early on, thanks to the double kill, he can just keep on spamming the decay. I mean, 70 mana, it's not all that much, even has a clarity if need be.
It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. He can almost spam 10 of them with the current pool he has. He's level 4, that's 700 mana divided by 17, so...
Enemy's ruined mid lane, Mystic Snake came out, Frost Blast as well, he gets the gust. He's not gonna survive though, the last right click will bring him down. So, nice Invis rune for Haki, definitely necessary for them as well to get a kill like that. Get some space for V as well at the same time.
I mean, since they zone out Bland, they can actually go for Haki in a roaming position, which I definitely like. I mean, Bland is, I think, a bit too passive at the moment, because I think he would have a chance. But oh, top, there's a dive here on Petunia. He still has the Icarus dive, but he has to get really, really far away. Rise, unfortunately, too slow to actually come with another decay in there. He's healing himself and just running away, and he should do so because Haki is already on the way. Level 2 Frost Blast that is, and we have a level 1 Klimp, so it would be enough to kill him. But at the moment, there already has been a Fire Blast on the puck, as well as the Ignite, and you see Bland is taking tons of damage. He's out of regeneration, actually, so he has to be careful. The Ogre Magi, in the next creep wave, he's gonna be level 6, and if a multicast hits you, then you're dead as a puck. So Bland's careful play, I can totally understand it by now.
Well, at this point, if the multicast lands, anybody might die from it. Undying might be tanky, especially if he gets a few decay stacks going. Rise, gonna run into Haki, gonna get Frost Blasted into the face. Both are level 4 though, and Undying not gonna take the fight at this point. Also, what do you think of him going for 2 points onto decay and not maxing out Tombstone?
It's quite interesting, to be honest. I mean, DK right now, since he has the Arcane Boots, you already mentioned that, why not going for it? Because he can really spam like a madman, and that's really good in the lane. It gives him like the edge at the moment. So I definitely support it.
We'll see how well it works out. Pardino will come back to the top lane, uses the Icarus dive immediately, Fire Spirits as well. Actually, he's dropping rather low. Levy will come in with Haki with the Frost Blast. Oh, they don't have enough mana. They need to deny a creep if you're Lich. But Rise, he's gonna go in, pops the Tombstone as well. They get the Ice Path, and there's no Icarus dive to get him out. One more decay, 2 seconds. Yeah, they're gonna get the kill without the team, and the decay will land on 2. More health for him. Soul Rip! Oh, buys some extra time, but he will die in the end.
Yeah, unfortunately the wraparound came a bit too late, but there is an Ice Path. They wanted to fish for Levy, but it's not gonna work. Like, it's too bad. I think they would have done fine if they ran straight through the tower. I mean, getting here and there some tower hits, sure, but the problem was Ace was really low on that. But, I mean, they trade, like, a non-farmer versus, like, supposedly core of BBC here in form of the Phoenix. And the Phoenix, the biggest problem for him at the moment, he could have, of course, helped himself there with the Supernova, but he's not even level 6, and that's at the moment the biggest problem, of course. Solitude, however, he's now level 6, so this Ogre, when this Ogre actually joins the game, this might be quite dangerous for like certain people that have come with like naturally low HP pool. For example, the Drow and a multicast and any collateral damage would just finish him off, the same with the Puck. So that's why I like that the Ogre actually has so much space at the moment.
Oh, top lane again, Rise. He's going to go with the stun onto Huck as well. Tombstone will come out a little bit later. Icarus time, slowing them down with the Fire Spirits as well. Oh, never mind the Decay just before the Glimpse though. Ace will pop down the Macro Fire and the Ice Path, catching absolutely nothing, but I guess it zones out Solitude at least.
Yeah, this is a perfect zoning out, like across there, the two trees pretty much, they can't do anything. They're even gonna lose the tower here. Rice here has like 3 stacks. He could have even gotten that right click, but they're gonna leave it to Ace here. So overall, Ace is still gonna be the farmer. I'm wondering what he's going for. I mean, at the moment, Basilos and the Ring of Region, is this just going into a mech, or is this like a flats or something? Like, I don't know. It could be just for like an early push thing. It would be kind of hilarious if DD actually beats BBC by a similar strategy they played before the 6.8 patches. Because if you remember, like BBC got famous for their drafts of like the super fast pushing stuff, aka
Yeah,
like
mid-lane
newbie style with
whatnot.
just different heroes.
Yeah, they definitely ran a lot of mid lane Jakiro, just getting lots of levels.
Yeah,
liquid
mid
fire
lane
down
Chikiro,
range.
Crystal Maiden, Undying, stuff like that, and then just 5-man at like 6-7 minutes into the game, getting like down to like up to the tier 3 towers even. So either way, top, they're gonna keep on aggressively pushing. Macropie even just used for getting rid of the creeps, and now they just keep on going, and I don't see this to stop. Chikira's almost level 7, which means, oh, never mind. Petrino, he just gets obliterated. The second DK is gonna do it. We actually rotating in here, but I don't think he can do anything. He does not have any lockdown. They don't have slows, they don't have anything, so we strike legs, they don't even matter. And at the moment, Lobo, he's just running towards... Well, actually, Baby Knight, but Baby Knight is not reacting. Gust here could have helped him, but he's not going for it. In the end, they're gonna get the Vengeful Spirit kill. I think this one could have prevented by Baby Knight, but he was like, yo guys, what's going on? I'm working on that tier 1 tower here.
I would have thought that eventually we'll be able to run out anyway, but Lich just too fast. I mean, Tranquil Boots 405 movement speed, although I think the Frost Blast cast was some pretty sick range. Still, it's eventual dying. It's not the worst thing for DD.
Well, it has a sick range. I mean, if you mouse over it, like
Yeah,
the
but
range
it was
is-
like longer than that.
Ah, come on, yeah. This is like these 2,000 kilometers double
Of course,
edges of
it's
sentinels.
like if you can start the cast animation, then it doesn't matter if the enemy usually outruns it unless he fogs you. So if he's still in vision and just gets a little bit farther, then that's usually the reason. Like sometimes melee right clicks feel like they're coming from God knows where.
Yeah, and now we have a new initiative here by DD. They are triple smoked up and going top. They might find Wee here, and he's barely having any mana at the moment. There's the stun, and so much going on at the moment on Wee. He's getting obliterated before anything is going on here. There's the Supernova, but are they going for it? Nope, they're all slowed, and that ultimate, beautiful by Hockey at the moment. They're gonna go for even more. Rice is definitely going down, as well as Ace. Petrino is gonna go for that, and, well, they're gonna get one revenge kill on Levy by the Undying... How can you call them? Zombies? Zombies. No, that's it. Zombies. Ah, Jesus. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a 3-for-1 trade, but the smoke squad got completely obliterated.
What a turnaround that was. Phoenix, great stuff with the Supernova, of course. They reacted really fast with trying to run away, but Chainfrost came to slow them down. Glimpse back on the Undying as well, like literally next to the Supernova. Jakiro still, even with the death though, has his mech finished now. So their pushing power will be kind of hard to stop if you're BBC, especially without the Supernova. How do they actually fight them? Oh, there's the Dream Coil onto Solitude, the farming Ogre Magi. He's going to lose his life, breaks the Dream Coil as well. Gonna get slowed down, pretty damn tanky, but not tanky enough, and they know there's no Chain Frost. This tier 1 is definitely gonna fall. Maybe they're even gonna keep on going for the tier 2 as well.
To be honest, it looked like he wasn't planning on breaking that Dream Coil. He just wanted to get max range, baiting them under the tower, and then hoping that, like, with a multicast on someone, there is a follow-up by, like, Hockey plus Pacino, but it didn't really work out. He just barely, like, glimpsed it. And Rice, super aggressive here. Tombstone around the corner, hiding into the trees, making sure that there's no follow-up on that tier 1 tower. So in the end, yeah, BBC just repelled. They're gonna lose Solitude and the tier 1 tower, and I think now we just see all the attention on the tier 1 tower mid. It's already below 50%. We is the lone defender there, and yeah, they even try probably on him.
If they had a Dream Coil, things would be rather easy for them to get a kill. Without that though, I'm not too sure if they can get V when he has almost a full enough mana pool. Ace though, he's gonna try at least. Throws out the Liquid Fire. I mean, free harass after all. 5-second cooldown only. Hockey, can he get the first blink? Silence. Plan. Hold.
He's like, no, you shall not cast the Frost Blast. But in the end, now in the mid is a standoff. I mean, we're not the only ones who actually see that DD is interested in a tier 1 tower in the mid, so BBC is forming around it. Now we have Levy in the background. He's level 6, so that ultimate actually makes quite a difference in those fights, because DD is relying on their spells heavily. I mean, both of the teams have now a heavy casting setup, so this silence actually would be kind of a cockblock if it gets into the right position. The only one farming at the moment is Baby Now, similar to what he did on the sniper last game, and yeah, in the mid it just ends being like some sort of standoff.
Ultimates, BBC, they have a pretty damn strong team fight. They have all of their ultimates ready. Padrino, he can once again Icarus dive in, throw out a few Fire Spirits, then pop the Supernova. So if they can get the combination with their ultimates, they're almost certain to win the fight. I mean, DD, they have some nice damage of their own, but Dream Coil is really their best teamfight ultimate. I guess Tombstone is decent-ish as well, and just the decay spam, but if it's like AoE teamfight, BBC should have a clear advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. But still, like, I'm wondering how this situation in mid is gonna dissolve. At the moment, yep, the smoke. This is like some sort of freedom strike of BBC. They want to find something before in mid we're gonna see something, and they actually run here into Rice, but Tombstone is up. There's the silence, and Rice is completely in there. The ultimate is gonna finish him off. Haki is taking tons of damage, but the Supernova, they're gonna trade here 1-for-1, and the zombies actually following on Haki. There's the Dream Coil on 2. Haki is like guaranteed kill, but so far he's still alive. I don't know why they don't finish him off. He's even able to make another frost blow. And well, they're gonna lose the puck, but Solitude, he's gonna trade his life for it. But Fire Blast is ready, Baby Knight. It's just a double multicast, and I'm afraid Solitude, that's it for you.
So in the end, a 4-4-2 exchange. I mean, it would have rather started pretty nicely for them, but Undying got off a single decay onto 2 targets, plus cut the Tombstone down as well before the Static Storm. Shakiro, he was slightly out of the kinetic filter, and Supernova, it was used like where he was solo up against 3 heroes, so they just focused it down. Right-clicked it down. A little bit unfortunate that BBC themselves were unable to follow up, or Padrino went a little bit too deep with that.
I was actually disappointed by Wee's position. I thought Wee is gonna go where the Supernova is, because like everybody is facing the Supernova, because like, oh my god, there is the Phoenix Ball, you gotta kill it. But if the Medusa ultimate goes online, then you can't do that. You have to accept the fact that the Supernova is going through, or you're gonna get petrified. But he didn't move. He didn't even move.
If you get petrified, the Supernova does 0 damage, because you have 100% magic resistance.
But people like choose to not get petrified, because you can choose between getting petrified and getting right-click to death, or you face the Supernova and getting stunned for ages and then right-click to death. So the outcome in the end is, in my opinion, is still the same. But we have a Tombstone in the mid, but this Tombstone is not going to do anything. It's going to be cleaned up for some nice, tasty 125 gold. But the tower, however, is still falling. Drow Ranger on Baby Knight here is going to get the right click. And is there some turnaround? Actually, they're gonna get the kill on the Vengeful Spirit. That Snake was actually following up. There's some nice across the river ice path just to prevent everything. Ace, some damage over time. Actually, a lot of damage over time, but 50 HP. That's how far it gets.
My god, that was way more damage than I anticipated. Had he landed like one more Fire Spirit, might have done the trick there. But they do make it out. Losing the Vengeful Spirit though, that Mystic Snake did so much. I don't even know how many heroes it must have bounced through before that. But they get another kill. I mean, net worth wise, yes, it's a 6k lead for DD. XP only about a 300 difference. And the net worth is also just mostly just towers.
Yeah, at the moment this is mostly towers. I mean, they get 4 towers advantage, and maybe they're gonna even find something more in kills. I mean, they're 3 kills ahead. Maybe they're gonna be 4 kills or 5 kills ahead if they actually find something bottom. At the moment, we have Solitude here as well as Patrinio, but Patrinio, oh, never mind. They don't care about hero kills. They care about Roshan, and I don't think BBC is suspecting this, but there is actually. Wait, never mind. There is an observer board.
Well, can't see into the Roche pit, so it doesn't do you any good at all.
So the smoke is just
They see the wave of terror if they pay attention, but now it's too late anyway. But
yeah,
Baby
the
Knight,
wave of terror, they should have seen this one at least.
what do you think of the Shadow Blade on Drow?
old school build, but at the moment it's actually working out because he finds Solitude here and he's being silenced. Second silence is coming out by the Waning Rift, and that's the easy kill. They don't have enough for Petrinio. He's just gonna Icarus dive out of here. But yeah, I mean, this is an easy Roshan plus an additional kill. That's the icing on top of the cake. Why not?
And now with this, Shakiro has found himself the Eul Scepter. Level 2 Ice Path, so not going to be that devastating quite yet, but still Eul Scepter into Ice Path with the Macro Pyre under that as well. It is pretty hard to survive that. Like, if you're any hero, I guess Medusa is pretty tanky at this point. As well as maybe the Ogre Magi. But Ace, where the hell are you going, man? Oh god, he's so deep behind the enemy lines, almost even. Levi, he just sees him, kinetic field him in as well. Oh, he gets out of it, face boots for the win. Glimpse, not completely on target either. So Ace pops the mech and will be fine for now. Gust lands on 2 by Baby Knight. But they will back off, all of them are pretty low.
Yep. Oh, maybe that big fat laser is gonna... No, it's just gonna graze Ace here, and, well, that's pretty much about it, and they're out of here. Well, that was kind
Mid
of...
lane, they're gonna get weak. Dream Coil was used. He gets a little bit of mana back with a magic one, so might even survive. Never mind, swap back. So, Dream
swap
Coil
level
for the
1.
kill.
Easy going. He was really low on mana already, so there was no way he could absorb enough to get out of here, especially with the swap still there. So that's a nice little kill on We. We didn't really achieve anything in the mid. Like, even the tower is now in deny range, and I think Blan, unless Blan is sleeping, he's gonna deny that tower.
Yeah, maybe they want to bait somebody, and I'm not too sure. Sometimes you just don't notice, just because you were going for the kill. You
But he
didn't
can't
actually
really
realize
bait,
how
to
much
be honest,
damage
because
the
they don't
creeps
have a
are doing.
cliff. That's the problem. They don't have a cliff at the moment.
Come on, deny
Oh,
it,
but
guys.
Blan wants to bait here. They want that they initiate on him, and then there's the entire team behind him. But at the moment, Solitude, he was not falling for it at all. Plus, he didn't get a multicast on any of his spells.
Oh, Solitude, I mean, at least he's working towards the Aghanim Scepter. He's about 1050 gold away from it, so if he gets that, gets the double stuns, suddenly DD, they just might get blown up by the stuns themselves. They're not going for BKBs, not any of them. Throw might be going for one, has a Mithril Hammer. There's a slight chance that it's like a Maelstrom or Desolator, but I'm almost certain it's a
BBC, they have to initiate now, and maybe we see something. No, they're just gonna make sure that everything is gonna be pushed out, but still, like Ace with the liquid fire and whatnot, they're gonna still do quite significant objective damage. There is finally the glimpse back. He's in the kinetic field as well as the ultimate, so he's not casting anything. The supernova, well, it's definitely gonna guarantee a stun after. No, it's not even hitting him, so at the moment, everybody's surviving. Just not enough damage here. Just not enough damage. That is absolutely amazing. I actually thought this Ace kill is like 100%, but it didn't go through. That's quite a surprise, to be honest. But Eul Scepter and Mech, I guess that bought enough time.
Yeah, it's just the fact that the supernova, it takes 6 seconds. You need like the perfect timing to get that, or the glimpse back into it or something, because if you glimpse first and then go for supernova, there's a high chance that it's going to be able to run away. Even the kinetic field level 1 lasts for 2.5 seconds, so you need quite a lot more there. Unfortunately for BBC, of course. So that was a supernova cooldown, and he's gonna get Dream Coiled again. He pops the Stone Gaze this time around, so might be able to survive. Haki comes in as well with a Chain Frost. He's gonna throw it out. It's gonna bounce to Plan, and back to Rise, and back to Plan again. The multicast even came out. They were so close to getting the split there. They were so close to getting the split distance.
Yeah, slowed by the ultimate, and they stood perfectly in position, like the only survivor. Like, I thought actually the Puck is gonna survive instead of Rise, because he had the choice to like phase shift, but once he came back from the phase shift, it's only a level 1 phase shift, by the way, so really short. And yeah, then Solitude's multicast just did it.
So they get a pretty nice kill, of course. Had to use 2 ultimates for that. That's perfectly fine. You don't lose the Medusa, you even get the kill out of that as well. Medusa definitely needs her farm in this game, and although Ogre Magi, well, 150 gold away all of a sudden from the Aghanims, it's going to be a huge boost in power for them. And still no BKBs, no nothing coming out. DD looks like they are kind of just trying to force their way through into the towers.
Well, at the moment, Baby Knight is baiting because he knows that his Aegis is running out soon, so he's going for the max damage on the tower. I think he's even... Yes, he's committing, and he wants to die. He wants to get full damage on that tower, and with the last liquid fire here, that's pretty much the tower gone. Like, Wee's trying to deny it, but that's about it. So, perfect use of an Aegis, and to be honest, I thought... I've seen something similar against BBC, and usually when someone is just running in the front lines and sacrificing his Aegis to come back full HP and mana, like BBC is mostly initiating on it because it's a perfect setup. You can just go for a kinetic field ultimate directly on the guy who spawns with the Aegis, but no, they were just too spread out, too slow to go in there, and also no, never mind. The supernova was actually ready, but still, BBC, they're strangely passive. I mean, knowing their history, having casted almost every game of them, like this is not the same team. I know.
I'm not too sure, but I think Stone Gaze like just came off cooldown once they got the tower down as well. So that made things a little bit more difficult maybe for them to try to fight. They kind of need the Stone Gaze with the rest of their ultimates, I think. But now that there's a BKB on draw, getting the draw kill is gonna be exceedingly hard for BBC. Of course, if they can get the stuns before the BKB, get the like double multicast, it's still gonna be rather easy. Just
But I mean,
because
so
double
far
multicast.
the question comes now to mind, like, what is actually DD going for? Because we have, so far, they were just like slow sieging the towers with liquid fire, and Baby 19 there getting some hits, like securing the area, like with the tombstone. And now they go actually for a tier 1 defense. Are they spotting it out? It's now a free situation here bottom, and there's the silence on Petronio. The second silence is coming out. He can't do anything well, but Bland is in the ultimate. What they need is a tiny bit more damage. Yeah, it's gonna secure this kill, but the problem is Solitude, he had to go in. BKB on. Well, this ultimate is gonna be beautiful. That's the second bounce, and, well, they wanna make it a 2-2 trade, and there's no more follow-up. But now, well, we have the Vengeful Spirit actually cancelling that TP, so this fight is over because Ace, he doesn't even have a TP. He couldn't join that fight. Otherwise, I think DD would have just kept going.
So, just as far as numbers go... Oh, never mind, they're gonna get Baby Knight as well. He stuck around for too long, so that's a huge win for BBC when now getting the draw down as well like that. We getting the kill for it, ending the dominating streak.
Yep. So that's exactly the farm you need on a Medusa. I mean, right now that Medusa is happy about everything she can get, and I mean, so far she has been on number 3 net worth. With this, she's almost taken number 2, even though Ace is still farming, now even farming the enemy jungle. But yeah, that was definitely needed for BBC. Like, all their hopes at the moment is really for that big fat cluster fight where they have a nice supernova, all the right clicks of V coming in with the ultimate on, and there's nothing DD can do. But right now, oh, Ace, you don't want to be there. Pachinio scouting him out there. What we need is the slow on Ace, and there it is with the multicast. I think this is a guaranteed one because they have just too many slows. Ace just sticking around in the wrong area of the map. That was kinda a throw, and now we have even Yobo being followed up. There's the multicast again. There's another slow, even with the Arcanum Scepter now holding him in place. Ignite, where's the mana for the Ignite? Now there we have it, and that should do the trick. Never mind that, he's just waiting for another multicast.
Have to go out with style, man. Got to get the multicast. Although, even if you throw out the Ignite, you still have enough mana for Unrefined Fire Blast and mid lane. Baby Knight goes through a Sentry Ward Levy just backs off in time. So suddenly kill score 16 to 15. BBC showing some great signs of life. I mean, they're just getting kills after kills, whereas TD, they haven't been able to accomplish too much at all in the past couple of minutes.
Now, ever since the tier 1 and tier 2 towers are down, like, DD is not making good plays. Like, they had a good fight bottom, but ever since they fed Baby Knight away, now Ace and then in Yobo, it's, I don't know, like, it's not going in their favor anymore. Like, BBC, don't underestimate them with the Medusa. Like, as I said, the Supernova, Medusa ultimate and the right clicks, you can't really underestimate that, especially since there's also like a fat ogre with unexpected multicast and whatnot in there. It's a lot of random power you should not underestimate, and you should not feed away so much. They were leading by a lot, and if you look at the graphs, DD lost all of their experience advantage for example right now. Gold, they're still in favor, like about 6k, but this is easy to swap around.
Yeah, it's just 5 outer towers is 5k net worth more or less. So BBC, they just have a lot of gold lying around on the map, so if they win a fight and can actually capitalize on that, start getting the objectives, they're gonna get a crap ton of gold and probably gonna even out the net worth. But DD, they do not want to give them that time. They're gonna smoke up for Levy. If they get the Eul Scepter initiation from Ace, which they will get, Ice Path to follow, it's gonna be such an easy kill. Although, TPs are coming in. Cancel this TP right now. Cancel TP, never mind, Solitude gonna come in anyway. And Hockey gets caught in the backline, tries to TP out, might even succeed from Baby Knight. Sunray keeps him alive a little bit as well. Solitude, they got the swap finally. They didn't focus Solitude immediately. Ghost Scepter keeps him alive for a little while. Nice dodge of the stun, Silence to follow. So
he doesn't even get to cast anything. Jesus Christ. So that's the last outer tower falling there. A 2-for-0 trade plus a tier 2 tower. And to be honest, with those two dead, I think they could go on and push on. But at the moment, Roshan is also up at the same time. So maybe that's just the opening they're looking for. Roshan with the medallion and the draw for the right clicks plus Wave of Terror. Obviously, that's like double minus armor source and the right clicks. That should just do the trick. And there we go. Like even slow, liquid fire, medallion. This Roshan is just gonna melt.
Oh, it does go down extremely fast. So Baby Knight up to 2.5k gold now as well. Can go for an actual item next, I guess. Anything that would give her agility would be nice, of course. Boosting up the precision aura damage for the entire team, or well, entire team minus the undying. So what do you think the draw will go for next?
To be honest, in this game, anything is fine right now. He has that Shadow Plate, which I don't support. So far, I just saw like 2 situations where it was like really useful. The BKB, sure, I completely support this, just because you have tons of damage on the other side that is like magical based. Go for anything that is like adding damage right now. Like a Manta, I think a Manta is a bit too low settled when it comes to damage. So right now I would support crit or MKB, just in case the Duza is going for a butterfly than for the 6th slot or the 5th slot in this case.
Yeah, Monkey King Bar at some point definitely will have to be an option for him, just because, like you said, Medusa at some point guaranteed will go for a butterfly, I think. If she gets enough gold for it, at least, but Baby Knight, we'll see, maybe he wants to go for the SMY, which is a pretty common build on Road Rangers as well.
But he doesn't need it at the moment. Like, he doesn't need it, not in this draft. SMY, I don't think so. I really don't think so that it's
More
necessary.
movement speed to get away from Supernova, man. Value.
Yeah,
Run away from Stone Gaze, I don't know.
Absolutely value item, Coucher. Absolutely, no. But, well, at the moment I just farm up that ancient stack. It was a triple stack they had here. And, I don't know, as I said, like with all the other towers down now, they have to make this decision when they want to go high crown. At the moment they're just trying to optimize the farm, but we have Solitude farming the enemy jungle, and we have Blan farming the other enemy jungle. Let's see. There is now some vision with the observer board. They know exactly what's going on. Oh, but the Yule Scepter here, holding them in place. Is there a Trinko? No, for now it's just a silence, but a counter silence by the kinetic field, and we have to see. Static Storm, is that enough? No, the Glimpse just holding them in position, even helping the enemy here. But Ace, they're gonna focus on Don. Does he get his ultimate off? No. V's ultimate, holding it back at the moment, make it a 1-1 trade, and we have to see Baby Knight, does he get out? He still has a Shadow Plate in 1 second, so I think this fight is over, unless of course Ace is trying to even stay here. Yes, he interrupts the TP, and now they're gonna go turn it around. Pacino is the next one to die. He's buying some time with the Yule Scepter, so is Solitude. This was even an enemy Yule Scepter, and they're gonna find one more kill. Solitude trying, baiting out everything he can, trying to get multicast, but he's not lucky this time. This is the 4th kill. Age is being reclaimed now by BBC. But yeah, Baby Knight, he just doesn't care. Right now, they can go high crown, I think. I mean, V is back to the whole fray, but I don't know. Maybe they even want to go for it. Manta, of course, slowing it a tiny bit down, but there are the frost arrows. There is even the stun, and look at it. He's just melting. He doesn't have any mana left, so from now on, the absorbs are stopping. So many Yule Scepters. Jesus Christ, they're gonna follow him under the fountain, and they're not gonna get the kill. In the end, they're gonna pay dearly for it. Like, losing Baby Knight here and possibly Ace, this is bad news. They have Snake. If you cast the Snake, Ace is dead. There's no Yule Scepter on him, but the mech. Never mind that. I said it too early, but Wee's coming in there. Ace. Oh, you're dead, bro. You're so dead.
So that dive was so damn costly. They could have just gone for the tier 3 and, like, I don't think they would have gotten the racks anyway, but the tier 3 would have fallen for sure. Instead, they just give away 2 core heroes like that. A huge mistake to make. Of course.
To be honest, I don't think they take this game too seriously, because that dive was just stupid. I mean, it had a chance of succeeding. Killing Wee there would have been big, but I mean, I don't know, diving that deep for it. I mean, latest at the throne, when they saw that he probably makes it to the fountain and that the ultimate of Delish is gonna decimate you once you, I don't know, get closer to each other, that was just too much of a dive. So of course I don't support it. But as I said, by now I have the impression that both teams don't take it too seriously. It's a small cup, only like 1.5k on the line for the first place here, so you might as well just have a bit fun, I guess.
Only 1.5, man. How often do you think either of those 2 teams makes it into the prize pool of like any tournament?
I don't know. I mean, as I said, BBC's performance and how they approached the games yesterday, where $20,000 were on the line. Like, I don't think there's like too much to be expected on a tournament where it's only 1.5. And for DD, I mean, it's a fresh team with, I mean, old names and everything, but like all of them, they sort of have to find themselves in like a team. So far, none of them actually managed to go beyond the tier 2 scene, even though I wish it for them. I mean, Baby Knight has returned to Dota 2. I really appreciate it. Rise, for me, is a player that I think deserves more. I think he deserves a slot in a better team. Ace is such a player where it's like up and down a bit with the performance. But either way, old names, I wish them all the best. Let's see. I mean, if they're gonna be in a tier 2 tournament, we definitely gonna be casting in.
Most likely true indeed. But there is a 5-man smoke now from DD. They want to get another pick off and they're gonna run into BBC straight away. V has the Stone Gaze of course unless he gets locked down. He pops the Stone Gaze. The Tombstone is there but Rise has his Blade Mail activated. Ace just with his PKB. Gonna go for Padrino Ice Path. Completely whiffed because of the Use Scepter. So it's 1-0 so far, but the Dream Coil is pretty nice. But the Supernova is even better so far. Baby Knight pops his PKB. Gonna go for the Supernova. Will be able to destroy it just barely though. It is still a 3-4-2. They lose
And
the
they don't
gem as
have
well.
vision. They don't have vision here on Baby Knight. That's the biggest problem. So in the end, it's a 3-for-1 trade. But to be honest, this outcome I didn't expect this. And Solitude, what is he doing? What is he doing? He knows that he is around there. And in the end, well, they're not gonna go for it. They're not gonna finish it off like Blunt is running from Wii. But wow, Solitude, Jesus Christ, that he survived here with like 100 HP or so, then even used the soaring. That was too close to be true. In the end, it stays a 3-for-2 trade. To be honest, when I saw this fight, when I saw them heading towards BBC, I thought this is gonna be a complete, I don't know, wreck train against DD. I thought they're gonna lose 5 here at least, but somehow they managed to survive. But still, as long as we surviving all these fights, BBC is still in this game. Like, a Duza, never underestimate a Duza. To be honest, in the direct battle, like Drow versus Duza, I definitely give Duza the upper hand. Just because of the ultimate and everything. You just get way more uptime, even though the Drow might hit single target way harder.
That was pretty much the perfect position for Wii to be in. Just because he was sitting on this high ground here, just on top of the stairs. Which meant that DD, they need to come up the stairs as well, but into the Stone Gaze they cannot really initiate like that. So they got clumped up. There was a Static Storm kinetic field to follow as well. They really couldn't come high ground and help out with the rest of the heroes. So
that's why I'm also saying, like, if PPC really wants to go for crazy stuff, oh, never mind, top Petrino, if he's gonna be slowed, that's of course bad news. And there it is, there's the Yule Scepter. Waning Rift will follow up. There's the silence. Well, another Yule Scepter. So many Yule Scepters this game, but still Petrino is down. But the entire team is now coming in. Ace with the BKB, Lies Macropire on 2. Blan is the first one to die, but he's buying some more time for all of this. Wii's ultimate is this time not gonna end up in petrifying anyone. They're gonna lose 2 for 1 at the moment. Now we have to see if they're gonna chase, but I don't think they go for it. There's the memo, but yeah, they're like, yo guys, if you wanna retreat, we just go and kill you. Solitude has been swapped. There's the multicast on Ace, so he's gonna pay with his life. Another 1-1 trade here after that pretty much major fight. And now Rice trying to heal up. They want to go for Haki. Haki is completely out of mana. He has to sacrifice a creep, but he's really down. Lobo wants to get this, but movement speed 355 versus 370 75, but he has the blink dagger. So in the end, it's a full 5-man team vibe. Problem is, Lobo, you're screwed. The buyback, he wants revenge. Haki is gonna get it. And there's even a gem fed away. So making this gem dropping in the enemy base makes that not even a worthy dive.
I mean, both teams have the gem now anyway. Draw Ranger managed to pick up one as well in the middle of nowhere almost. Still, since Draw Ranger did survive and got the kills like that, he came out, or they came out ahead with DD, I think. But I really would have liked to see Draw Ranger have some kind of lifesteal with that. Things would be a lot easier. Might be the next item for her. Just go for like something like satanic maybe.
Yeah, but he went against our expectations. He went for a butterfly, which is on a draw like even more damage value just because of
the agility, precision, aura.
Yeah, pretty much.
Plus, of course, against Medusa is, I wouldn't even say like the biggest threat, or probably the biggest, but not by a hell of a lot. Just because Ogre Magi with a level 3 multicast, he has been doing so much work with the double fire blasts.
Yeah, I guess. But to be honest, you know, I mean, BBC is known for crazy stuff, and I couldn't finish my train of thought before I started there. I actually wanted to see a refresher on a Medusa rather than a Linken's, because that Linken's at the moment it's not doing much, to be honest, especially against all those AoE spells. It's not really doing anything. Baby Knight, with his low HP and a gem actually in his inventory, he's going for Roshan, but if he's gonna get a hit, as he's getting really low on this, still, Roshan is gonna die. There's the first source of minus armor. Where's the medallion? There it is, and as soon as that armor is dropping on Roshan, there we go, and easy go, and that's a Aegis, that's a cheese on... Huh?
Nobody wants to pick it up. Screw cheese, man. It tastes bad.
He could drop the gem, I guess. Never mind. No, the gem, they just handed it over. No, he drops the magic stack.
Shuffling going on, man. And go back for the magic one, man. Best item, yes. Magic one.
But still, what do you think about a refresher Duza? Like it, I mean, right now he went for a Linken's, which is in this game, in my opinion, completely waste.
But it was
there's
the
a lot of
first
spells
item she went for.
Huh?
She had the Linkets for God knows how long already.
Yeah, but still, you can still replace it. And because at the moment, like, the petrification is really what holds DD back from going all out in these fights. But talking about fights, Solitude, he's just TPing out. Is there a Yule Scepter? No. That was a wasted Dream Coil. Okay, 85 seconds cooldown just wasted on someone who can just TP out because there was no follow-up on anyone. Like, no Gust, no nothing. Like, no
They
Ace
were
for
they
Ice
were too
Path.
much into roleplay. They thought the ogre is not smart enough to actually TP out in that situation.
But Yobo, oh, does he find Petrino? No, there's the Icarus dive out, but still, they're standing directly here under a ward, but this ward just dies now, which means they claim pretty much sovereignty in that top area, and they want to go for that top tier 3 tower. Hopefully this time, actually going for the objective, not diving again into the fountain, because, as I said, I still think BBC has a decent chance with the Medusa on their side.
Oh, they certainly do. Medusa is extremely scary, gonna go for a butterfly of her own. So I don't think Baby Knight, once he sees the Eagle Song, gonna build up a Monkey King bar next for herself on the draw. Solitude, they want to get the stuns on Baby Knight. Man,
It's actually
that's
taking
Sunray.
tons of damage here by Petrinio, but, well, that's as much as you can do. With the urn charges and everything they have from the previous fights, they can heal up Baby Knight anytime, not to mention that he still has the Aegis as a backup, but they're gonna push out on 2 lanes, and in the meantime they're just gonna clear out the jungle, but never mind that. Like, they're not going for the objectives. At least this game is dragging on even more. Like, I really thought they are in a position, but maybe that last dive took a bit momentum away. So they're not forcing the issue, they're just splitting out, optimizing the farm again, farming the Dire and the enemy jungle at the moment, as well as 2 lanes, 3 lanes at the moment even. So when it comes to farm, DD should definitely be superior. But I don't know if you really can keep on going like this, because as I said, there's a Duza on the other side. You should not be too patient with her.
Well, then again, I think patience with the higher success rate later on is a little bit better than just diving yourself into the high ground and just losing a fight, because that's really feeding the Medusa. And up against what BBC have, high ground push is going to be extremely hard. I think if you're DD, you probably want to fight outside the base, win that fight, and then go push.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's see. At the moment, BBC is on the hunt, and they have a 3-2 advantage here. But at the moment, Baby Knight, he could easily kill Haki. There's the Gust, but yeah, they're just going back. And I think rightfully so. There is a gem on the Lich, so they see him with that stupid Shadow Plate he went for. So now, like, there are too many gems on the field to actually have that, I don't know, usefulness. But bottom, they're gonna initiate here on Petrinio, but for now he's helping himself with the Yule Scepter. There's actually the... Wow. Okay, Big Fat Supernova is coming out now. Wee is following up here on Lobo, but Lobo, he doesn't have a TP, and he could still try to somehow Blink Dagger out, but no, he doesn't get the cooldown off, so he's dying for that, I don't know, attempt to get Petrinio. And that's even a gem lost again.
Do they still... Never mind, that was their second gem, or that was the second gem in the game, so they don't have a single one anymore. Definitely
Yep.
gonna hurt them a little bit, but not only that, BBC having 2 gems makes the Shadow Blade even more useless than that item normally would be.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna put one of the gems back in the base, or are they? Maybe they're gonna keep it both just in case, who knows. On Petrinio, I guess it's safe enough for now at least, unless he's again in the front lines getting silenced up. And of course they have to wait for the Vengeful Spirit. Without the Vengeful Spirit, I don't think they should engage in a fight. If they do so, they risk a lot. But then again, DD, as I said, they're not taking it too seriously. They stay top here. We have to do so already looking for something. But what they need is vision and the Eclipse. And there's the Eclipse finally on Baby Knight. But he's going to use the BKB, so just keep on running. I mean, the BKB is anyway down now to 6 seconds, so you might as well just, I don't know, use all the other charges for anything.
Almost, but not quite with the Glimpse. Of course, there's a Static Storm with Anagonims now as well. So if they actually catch him with that, and he's like, I'm gonna pop BKB one after the Glimpse and fight, then suddenly he cannot activate BKB because Static Storm will be waiting for him. So BBC, they are getting some of their items. Heaven's Halberd gonna be finished on Phoenix as well soon enough. So gonna have the disarm effect once the BKB of throw wears off. And if the throw cannot right click, that is a like massive source of damage from DD all of a sudden gone. At least it still gives precision aura to the others, so that's something, but the other heroes really aren't all that scary for DD.
Nope, not really. So 41 minutes in and both the teams are super passive. Like, both of them believe in their late game, I guess, and that's what they go for. But there's a multicast and so much damage. Jesus Christ, Solitude.
Oh my god.
Ouch.
That
hurt.
That's just sick. Although, I mean, this could be just so different had, let's say, this ogre been a support instead and still had a Titanium Scepter. I mean, You could still do the exact same thing, and just have another core instead of the Lich or the Disruptor. Things would be looking pretty good probably for BBC if that was the case. But
I love the randomness, how he just went for it. He was like, oh, look, there's an Undying. Let's just go for it with those multicasts. And ding, 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 everything just happened within seconds. But, I mean, he's back in 10 seconds, so nothing big is going to happen. But Levy, oh, you shouldn't be here. There will be Shadowplay, but he's going to use the BKB. Oh, and he's definitely going to go down, that's for sure. But Wee's using his ultimate, so they just TP out at the moment. Blan is the one in danger. If he's going to get slowed, and if he does not manage that blink out, he's in trouble. And nope, he doesn't get the blink out, which means he's going to go down as well. So it's a 1-1 trade. A puck for Levy here on a Disruptor. That's not a good trade. So again, a nice trade by BBC. Step by step.
yeah, I mean, they really aren't getting anywhere. I guess they are waiting for next Roshan at this point. Aegis has been has expired now as well. Minute and a half until we're gonna find out what the exact respawn will be. So it can be that minute and a half. It can be 4 minutes and a half. And BBC, oh, they claim another tier 1, man. 43 minutes in, hallelujah.
Ouch.
Okay, so 43 minutes in, looking at the graphs now. About a 6k net for fleet for DD, 2500 XP. Those numbers just more or less don't mean anything at this point anymore.
Nope, they absolutely don't. Now the Medusa actually finished her Butterfly, and what's the next actually going for her? She's gonna finish that Scotty at some point. And yeah, I mean, the first ultimate orb is coming in, flying now to the secret shop, buying that orb of Venom, and he's not too far away from the point booster. It's coming out. And talking about secret shop, they actually found someone here, but there's a nice swap out. Baby Knight is really low, using the BKB. In the end, Vengeful Spirit has to pay with his life instead, and Baby Knight is just running ASAP. But yeah, I don't know, like the Dusa at the moment, I mean, remember when I said like some minutes ago, never mind that bottom, they even found Rice here, and yeah, Solitude, he's just going to work. That Blade Mail on, well, Petrino has to actually stop hitting him, but he's still running Kinetic Field, beautifully done by Levy, and there's nothing they can do. With the Supernova, they're gonna lose even more.
What is DD doing?
I have no idea, but DD actually throw this game hard right now. So dudes are gaining more and more. About 10 minutes ago, I said like, wow, he's like still about 8k, 9k behind the draw. Now he is 4k ahead of the draw. So DD is losing ground step by step, and we even aggressive enough to just go into the mid now on the draw ranger. And his BKB is still on cooldown, so if they jump in right now, there's nothing they can do. Then again, well, the BKB is up right now, so there's no climps possible for them. But still, they can try and bait out the BKB. There's actually Kinetic Field, and well, Shadow played away, and that's it. They don't have vision here.
Oh man, there's an E-Blade now on Solitude's Ogre. Oh god. If he gets the multicast with the E-Blade, of course they have a lot of magic damage all in all. I mean, all of the heroes do have quite a lot of it, apart from the Medusa, I guess. So, it's gonna be pretty painful, and DD, they really have been too passive at this point.
Well, we have to see. I mean, at the moment, I just don't understand. I mean, DD, they had their prime time like 15 minutes ago. Around the 30-minute mark, they were leading in both experience and net worth. They had all the outer towers. They had the perfect positioning for Roshan. They claimed every single Aegis, including the cheese. And all that advantage, they didn't use anything of it. Now, we are talking about 45 minutes. BBC took over in experience, nullified the crafts when it comes to gold. The next Roshan is probably going to go to them as well. And they even are even now. The even Stevens in. Oh my god. Patrino, that's an awkward position here. And Baby Knight popping that BKB. Levy is running with the Ghost Scepter on, but still, they're gonna get here the Patrino, even though he's buying some time with the Yule Scepter in the background already. He lost Ace. This is a horrible fight at the moment for DD. It's a 1-1 trade so far, but we and everybody is in a nice position that they can keep on going here. Baby Knight, oh Levy, you don't want to be there, but he's in the kinetic field, which means we could, if he wanted to, go for Baby Knight. They have the vision, there are the stuns. Where's the E-Blade? He's gonna use it, but ouch, ouch, ouch. So that secures Roshan.
That's a wicked streak ended as well. We getting a crap ton of gold from that. I'm just DD, they're not there as full 5 ever almost. I don't know why exactly. They just chosen to go on like solo missions kind of and really just throw the game. I mean, it's not like they had a massive lead that was unthrowable or anything, but
yeah, they played like they had a 40k lead, but it was only like barely a 10k lead, and now they're paying for it. Like with this Roshan now, BBC is gonna get a ton of confidence, and actually Plan is trying to do something here. Now we have to see if he actually managed to blink out. It's gonna be the orb, but the Yule Scepter, no, he's gonna manage. But Solitude, he's following up here. What he needs is a nice stun, but there has been the blink, and his blink is still on cooldown. He's still trying to shortcut it. If he's managing that blink forward, if he sees the orb, blink forward, and E-blade stun, no, it's not gonna happen. Instead, he's just going for the creep wave. Still, with that Aegis and the cheese now, BBC, they're gonna get a lot more confident. Like, it's 33 versus 33, 47 minutes in, and they're getting stronger and stronger. But Solitude, oh, he's feeding away. I don't know why he was sticking around here, that area, but does he get a cast off? There's multicast number 1. Second multicast, he's trying to do something. He still has an E-blade, but oh my god, with the cheese being used and everything, he's actually putting up a hell of a fight here. We have actually the Lich coming in. Is there an ultimate or anything coming? No, the ultimate is not coming through because he's silent. Solitude still running. Hold on with the ice path, and they still don't get him down. Now they're gonna turn it around. They just took too long. 2 down for them. This is bad news for DD. Jesus Christ. I mean, Solitude is dying here in the static storm, but that's it. That's it. I mean, they just baited out 2 of them for a single Ogre who fought like a boss. And top, I forgot we still have some more players on the pitch. They're gonna get that kill. Make it a 2-for-2 trade in the end. Patrino feeding away. But they get a tier 2 tower, which still makes it a better trade for BBC.
DD just Undying, for example, he is pretty much useless at this point in the game. Unless he can stand next to somebody with the Flesh Golem activated, but he just dies too fast at this point. And Drow is the only real source of damage unless they can just have somebody standing in the macro.
Look at we tanking it like a boss. I mean, he has like almost infinite mana at this range. He has 13.3 like MPS, but now Baby Knight is going for it. BKB on, he wants to go on Levy, but not getting that Ghost Scepter out yet. That means as soon as that BKB is off, he has a huge problem. And there's the Klims back, holding them in place, slowing him, swap out. That actually didn't really help, but yeah, well, the Vengeful Spirit is gonna die instead. He could have just successfully TP'd out there, I think, but the fact stands, we is just standing his ground and going for the objectives, and there's nothing they can do. Even if they killed him once, he's still gonna come back with the Aegis.
Well, maybe they can bring him down twice, because there are only 2 of them. Kinetic Field Static Storm will keep them in place. He actually wants to come and turn things around. He's gonna go for the man nowadays. He's dropping so damn low. He's gonna have the BKB. Try to escape. Baby Knight drops low as well. I mean, he really needs a Monkey King bar to deal with. Maybe a lifesteal as well on top of that. He is there alive still with the Soul Rip. Gets hexed up. Dream Coil to follow. Levy went down. But do they have enough lockdown, enough stuns and damage to bring him down the second time?
That's actually bad news. I think this is going bad, because right now he's locked down. It's just too much. Even with the Manta now, he can try to run, but his ultimate is still 25 seconds. Do they have a Dream Core or anything? Solitude is now coming in, but the problem is Wee is super low, and now he's being stunned while he's trying to TP out. So in the end, Solitude trying to pick up a fight, but wow, Wee is still somehow alive. That absorbance is just crazy. Now he's getting healed by Petrinio, but Petrinio not keeping him alive at the moment. So it's now Petrinio and Solitude left. There is the Supernova, but the right click should come out, and it's not enough. So DD actually taking a huge fight here, but still, just after they lost their axe. This was so close. This was so close by BBC. I mean, look at their HP. Rice just barely made it out. Same for Plan. Like, Jesus. What a fight. What a fall from back.
I think things would be so different if there was a Monkey King bar instead of the Daedalus on the Drow Ranger. He would be able to output a lot more damage, I think. I mean, yes, you have the crits from the Daedalus, but if you're missing against the Medusa, it doesn't really matter all that much. Also, Daedalus doesn't mean anything against the Supernova, you just need attack speed. And the Supernova did bring down the Drow Ranger just before the Supernova got destroyed, so had the Drow stayed alive, it would have been a lot better for DD. But Medusa, he purchased something upright. Yeah, a Monkey King bar of her own. So man, this game just got so damn hard for DD, losing the racks. Well, it's only a melee racks, and 50 minutes in, I guess nobody cares too much about them.
Oh,
but
well, it's bottom lane and the melee racks. It actually is quite a nuisance. Especially you saw DD previously in the game sticking around in that top area just to pressure that tier 3 tower, but at the moment it's just not happening. And what happened to the DD that played so controlled, going close to the tower, A supplying the liquid fire, getting objectives like slowly down? You should just never play with your food. They had a safe game, but they just didn't use it because they were just in the mood of playing around with BBC, showing them who's the real boss, and in the end they're gonna pay for it now. And that's, I don't know, we have to see. I mean, by far this game is not over, and like nobody really has like a distinct advantage right now, but if BBC just gets the better objective trades, then at some point you you're gonna lose even more. Blan just randomly using that Dream Coil, holding him in position at the moment. Levy is just getting that stun because of that nice swap, and in the end, Haki using even that ultimate for what? That's the big question here. Yulceptor buying some time. Well, the ultimate runs out, and he's just TPing or blinking. I mean, really, this is so much used for pretty much nothing. That was very anticlimactic.
It most certainly was. This game, all in all, has been... To be honest, it hasn't been the like most exciting games because there's been a lot of farming and just standing around. Baby Knight though, is he gonna get caught? All Solitude. There's no Dream Coil anymore. Goes for the E-Blade, but gets hexed up before he gets anything to follow. And now Solitude's taking a lot of damage from Baby Knight. He's gonna go down. The Sun Rate's not enough. Blando escaping from me. Baby Knight gonna have to run away as well. He's gonna stand and fight for now. They get Patrino. Soul Rip keeps him alive. Stone Gaze not gonna catch up to Baby Knight. But they don't have anything to lock down Wii with, right? He's just gonna lose his life here. Did stay alive for quite some time. Oh god, Haki, he got silenced up as well. They might even bring down Wii with all the rest dead. Baby Knight, he's dropping low PKB. Shadowblade, he escapes for now, but he's too strong.
Man fighting 4-on-1, and he gets them all low, but in the end he can't finish off anyone because his entire team is dead, so no glimpses, no nothing. Ace is actually trying to TP out, and he's gonna be successfully so. Like, he's gonna be, yeah, just doing that. It's pretty crazy. We at the moment is taking on the entire team. Only problem is BBC supports, they died before that, either fed away, like Solitude, before the fight even started, and the rest of them they just got cleared out in the fight. Still, they're gonna, I don't know, get sort of a even fight simply for the fact that they completely repel them and get the tier 2 tower. So step by step, BBC still making at least a move forward.
Well, we at least still has like at least one item worth of room. You can sell Lincoln Sphere, you can even sell Manta Style at some point, although the illusions also do quite a lot of damage. But Lobo, no multicast luck for the first one, but the second one gets a quad, and that's the death of the Vengeful.
This is just ridiculous. I mean, seriously. Like, who can he kill at the moment? I think he can kill still Rice. On Lobo, we just saw it. Like, but that's it. I mean, Blan, in theory. But Blan, if there's just a single second time in between the stuns, he still might manage to just phase shift and Yule Scepter. But the other two, like, they still have to be careful about Solitude. The damage is just absolutely real.
What did the Draw Ranger sell for this team and Age?
That's actually a good question. What? He started with Shadowplay, then got a BKB, and what else did he have? Like, he changed the boots now to BUTs.
I just checked his inventory before and I can't even remember anymore what he had.
No,
I was like,
me neither.
said Shadowblade get Monkey King Bar, but...
I don't remember. I mean, the Butterfly was the third item, then the fourth one was the Daedalus. But what he dropped, I have no idea. Actually, maybe that was a stick or something, I don't know.
At the moment though, Ace forced the BKB out as he got E-bladed by Solitude. I mean, they have double hexes, so hexes theoretically are excellent to have in any
I'm still
game.
surprised by the fact he doesn't go for lifesteal, by the way. Baby Knight with lifesteal, he could have just stand still in those fights and just go for the man fight against Wii, but the problem is that Wii with his mana shield is just having like way more like
okay, so
HP
it was just power
translated
threads.
into HP pool.
It was just power threads and bro.
I guess. But either way, like, they did some damage top on the tier 3 tower. Actually got it quite low, while in the mid there was not too much achieved. And now, well, they're looking for Blan, while Baby Knight is TPing back. Yeah, bottom, using the BUTs. And I don't know what he's going for. Does he finish? No, this is MKB on him, and, well, he has it. Well, Solitude just... Never mind that. Too fast to cast. He's just obliterating Rice here. Rice has no chance whatsoever.
I mean, if they had like any other hero, it's oh, they get the swap on Pardino with the Hex at the same time. Should be an easy kill, theoretically at least, and with Baby Knight helping out, it will be an easy one indeed. So it's a 1-for-1. Pardino, a slightly bigger kill, although Phoenix not all that farmed at this point either. But this Undying man is not doing much of anything.
I don't know, the Undying became completely useless this game, just like Petrino. I mean, Petrino has been useless the entire game, I have to say that. Like, his Phoenix draft, it just didn't work out. We didn't have a single Supernova stun, like, in a huge team fight that somehow mattered. Most of the people, like, have a BKB. Oh, but never mind, Levy, what are you doing here? Like, buying some more time. Solitude actually using it on him. But still, Lobo pretty low, and now they're gonna focus Baby Knight. That's the first target, and they're actually gonna get it. Lobo is just a bonus on top of all of this. So it started out really nicely, but Levy, like, thanks to Solitude, he survived. I mean, they have a double he used the Ethereal Blade, and then they used the Ghost Scepter, which means they had no chance to finish off Levi here. That was actually quite a nice bait, if that was ever the intention to bait. Either way, it's a 2-for-0 trade that was supposed to be a gank, and now they can just go mid. And top, for example, Plan, he's not going to be fast enough with pushing. Bottom already, there's like a quintuple, even more. This is a sextuple creep coming in, creep wave incoming.
Yeah, they don't have like the best creep clear, they don't have anybody who cleaves properly. Ace gonna get slowed down by V as well. V, he's just gonna go for it, he doesn't care at all, he's just so damn tanky, he can afford to do so. Vengeful Spirit, he's dead unfortunately for them, so that's a tier 3 down. They're trying to split push with the Puck, not the best hero to do so. Gonna deal with the Phoenix at the same time. Mid lane now, Solitude, he comes in, Rise, he's gonna go down. No, never mind, still alive. Macropyre onto V, but he pops the Stone Gaze, he's gonna be fine. Solitude, not so much though, gonna burn in the Macropyre. But they need the damage from the Drow. Drow just now comes in. He was farming up the bottom lane. If he had been there immediately, I think they would have killed off Wii. But Baby Knight, he's there now. No Monkey King bar since he had to buy back. They lose another melee Rex and they just get nothing but an Ogre kill.
Yep, and BBC just playing it out like very nicely. Plan, by the way, Plan's TP got interrupted by Patrinho, but in the end, well, Baby Knight BOTing top here. They want to like somehow turn it around, but in the end, I don't know if that really is a good idea. Baby Knight hiding, Plan is still somewhere here, and yeah, they want to go for Levi, but there should be a Ghost Scepter. Never mind that, but we is turning it around, and yeah, Baby Knight, you just don't have the lifesteal. That's a big problem. So at the moment, yeah, 3 of them down for ages, which means this should guarantee BBC at least to go for the tier 2 tower top. But before that, I think we is gonna go back to the fountain. Even though, oh well, he can go and just BOT back to the lane, like once they push it out.
Yeah, they can take Roshan as well if they want to.
And Glenn actually buying back now. Okay, that's quite interesting. Because he wants to do what? Like just push out the lanes a bit before the fight top starts. That's all I can think about right now, why you would buy back that early.
Why the hell would they just even go for the Disruptor kill like that when the Medusa is just literally next to them?
And I don't even know why he's still not going for lifesteal, for example. Like, the Medusa had everything on cooldown. The lifesteal is just missing on a draw, and because of that lifesteal...
Monkey King bar first though.
But he had the money for the Monkey King bar like for ages. Like, he
wouldn't have had buyback
then. Buyback, yeah. So I don't know, like...
You should have sold Shadow Blade and get Monkey King bar, I mean, that's just that easy.
The Shadow Blade is so useless at this point. It's really just a stat holder and like a slot holder until he gets like a bad item.
He went for a Satanic as well. He didn't even sell the Lincolns, just putting the... Oh! The courier got sniped! He was trying to swap items around. If he makes the escape now as well on the puck. Oh my god, no Satanic. I guess it's not that big of a deal since Medusa hasn't come too close to death anyway. But
wait, that was the Medusa...
Satanic,
the complete Satanic, right? And he wanted to swap it for what? The Lincolns?
Yeah, the Lincolns. He was actually giving the Lincolns to the courier a couple of times. Bland out. Eul Scepter, Patrinho. Yeah, Eul Scepter glimpses well into Static Storms to Bland. He outplayed himself in the end.
Ouch. That was a buyback puck, by the way.
Oh, but he gets Hex top lane. Can they get the kill? They need Baby Knight with this, and well, with the rest of the free, I don't think it's gonna happen. Ice Path is there. They need way more disables. They have the Shiva's card on Rise, which is also nice. Baby Knight, he comes in now, but will he have enough damage? They even might. They bring him down. Baby Knight got his Monkey King bar finished. You suddenly saw the damage being dealt. Now, BKB to swap back. A little bit weird, but Solitude is gonna lose his life. Chain Frost will bounce through, but it's not gonna be enough. Hockey's still trying to go for it, but look at the damage from Baby Knight. The Monkey King bar making such a huge difference. Soul Rip keeps him alive. Ice Path to follow. They actually got a rampage.
Ouch. Absolutely ouch. I mean, he should not have any problem now with money. He can, I don't know, go for some lifesteal as well, to be honest. Like, get rid of that stupid Shadow Blade, in my opinion, and get lifesteal. Because in those fights, he's so close to dying. Like, the only reason this fight really went for this was we getting caught out solo. And Baby Knight, like, really surviving on the edge of his HP pool. That was like, he was at some point down to like 150, 170 HP. And got really healed up by Mac and earn charges. Just crazy. But either way, BBC, they're in trouble. They have to use a lot of buybacks to repel this push now.
Well, do they even have to use a lot of them? I don't think everybody has to buy back for this, just because you are a set and a half racks ahead. So you can afford to actually lose a single set of racks. It's not all that bad. Medusa having buyback after she comebacks is way bigger, but the Chain Frost comes out, such a low cooldown anyway. The Gust is there, Baby Knight goes for the BKB, but Dual Scepter buys enough time and they do have to back off. If they can get the glimpse on Baby Knight, this might be game, but Shadowblade, I guess it's value right now.
Yeah, I guess it is, but in the end, they gonna get at least one here. Oh, never mind, that Ace is still running, still somehow alive. He's gonna use that BKB, but oh, there's the Supernova, and in the end, Ace, what are you trying to do here? I really don't
He doesn't
understand.
have a TP, man.
Maximizing the damage.
Carry a freaking TP, guys.
I don't understand.
Why the hell would you leave base or go to the enemy base without having TP? You're so tanky, you have an AC, you have a BKB which is pretty much a guaranteed TP out.
Yeah, he could have TP'd out there, but the problem is like he has no slot for a TP as such unless he changes the face boots to BOTs, which he doesn't. And now, I mean, this kind of move towards the base and then just dying in front of it with like massive buybacks, of course, on BBC's side. This opens just Roshan number 5. If I'm not mistaken.
I think so, yes.
Yeah,
I
it's,
think it should be
5. It's Roshan number 5. And of course that Roshan goes to Mr. Solitude is gonna take up the Aegis because Duza has anyway no slot for it.
Yeah, he's gonna finally get that Satanic as well if she wants to bring it out. This time around, maybe
dares.
not gonna get sniped.
If he dares to use his courier again, just checking if Blan is around or not.
I mean, it's... To be honest, he shouldn't have lost the last time as all the Aegis. Baby Knight, oh, the stun comes up before the BKB Sun ready to follow. Nice swap from Lobo though. He gets multicasted in the rage. Static Storm is there. Baby Knight finally gets a BKB. He's gonna get Solitude or never mind. Ghost Scepter keeps himself alive. Haki gonna be next, but they all have Ghost Scepters. More stuns into Baby Knight. He does not have buyback and they don't even need V for fights, man. Medusa overrated.
Yeah, who needs Medusa? They're just gonna finish off Rice here. That's number 4. Blan is the only survivor. Like, he did nothing that fight. He was just, I don't know, clearing out the creeps, and that is pretty much game. That has to be game. Like, finish off that last Rax. That's just the easy thing to do, especially since we arrived now finally to the action. But yeah, he wasn't even part of the majority of it. They don't even go for the Rex, they just go directly for the tier 4 towers. They know without Baby Knight, there's just no way. And Baby Knight, well, he's not having any lifesteal, so in those fights, doesn't matter for him.
So this should be GG. I mean, they tried to delay things out. Road Ranger does have the buyback now, so maybe, just maybe if they can kill off V, it's not gonna be easy though. Solitude, the first target, but even he is so damn tanky. Doesn't have the Ghost Scepter, he does die V. He doesn't care about the Ancient, he wants to go for the kill onto Baby Knight. Shadowblade does come out, but it's enough. V still doesn't have the Satanic for some reason, and he's gonna go down here even. The Gust comes out, he does die, he has buyback of course. Chain Frost will do quite a lot here as well. Still
But
keeps on bouncing
buyback,
through.
we buyback directly into the fray, and now they keep on hitting just the throne, and that's pretty much it. There's no cliff available at the moment. Ace is actually going for it still. The damage is real here. Petrino going down by dots, and Levy is pretty much doing the same, but oh my god, he's using the cheese now. We being sheeped up, so he can't go for the throne, but he should have enough resources to just finish off that throne. But again, he's being hexed now. The damage is real. Can they finish off the throne? Yeah. Jesus Christ, what a finish here. But the throw level, like seriously, the throw level on both teams is so high. This is incredible that this game even went that long. Like, this is one of the weirdest games I've ever casted. Against all predictions. Jesus Christ. But that means we have a game number 3.
Oh, it certainly does. This best of 3 series is going to take way longer than both teams anticipated. I mean, we've been going for 2 hours, 40 minutes already, and we are just going to head into game number 3. I guess the final will come almost straight after this, so that's a positive point. We're not going to have any downtime at all. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed the game full of throws from both sides. But we are going into game number 3, where we will find out who's going to go into the final to face Vega Squadron, who are already waiting, having defeated Album Sheet 2-0 yesterday. So stick around guys if you want to see more Dota, and see you in a couple of minutes.